the Google, the second place that I thought that would be good was the place that we went to. So then I know I was looking at other spots when we first parked, but I was like, let's just walk. And then they had wings, and I was like, as long as we get, your girl loves wings. As long as we get wings and fries, we at least feed them, and then we could try to go to the winery.
Full disclosure, people. This town we were in, not a lot of black and Spanish folks.
Warwick.
We were in a Warwick area. Yeah. I think we were the only Latinos walking. Oh, no. We saw a Mexican with a box of Tecate.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But I think he was heading home quick because he knew.
Yeah.
And he's a Trump supporter.
When we were walking to the restaurant or to the pub, we were the only Latinos. Colored. We were not Trump supporters. Well, I don't know. But we get to the pub and they let us in because you could dine inside. That's New York. We were in New York.
Yes.
Yeah, we were upstate New York.
How the hell they were able to dine inside?
Because I think upstate New York had already that.
Listen, bro, they're white.
And I think New York City.
No, because New York City you can't dine inside.
I think
New York City. That's New York State.
I know that's the.
But I think in New York you can now. Didn't that pass?
I think starting to Friday they were gonna let.
Yeah, we were in upstate New York. Cuomo got those people chilling.
So we walk in, and everybody didn't look at us, but some people went.
But the music stopped.
The music did stop, and because it was only me, Santi, and Lee that went inside. The girls stayed outside, and I was like, I don't think the girls want to come in. In my mind,
you didn't want to come in.
I didn't want to.
I knew it. I saw Al's face.
I'm like, dude, this.
And I'm like, for me, I was like, let's just get some food. We don't got time to waste because if we went all the way like 3 blocks away, and you know, with us, if it would have been me, Santi, and Al, we'll figure it out.
Oh yeah.
But because the girls and all this stuff, because they were already. Someone asked how many stars.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, forget about that. So then
they asked how many stars?
So somebody, I don't remember, it was my girl, your girl. One of them said, "Oh, what's the ratings on this? Give me the name so I could search it."
Well, they left happy with a full stomach.
So then I was like, I just showed Al. They had wings. I was like, as long as we could get wings, fries were good. Albert showed it to them. We sat down. We finally sat down. And then another thing that took forever was the food.
Oh, man.
So we're already in a time crunch. I know Al is mad. I could tell your girl was already tired. We're all kind of tired.
I was happy I got free food.
The only thing was us.
You didn't pay? It was my birthday.
Oh,
yeah. So
you owe me.
So we ordered the food and the food was good.
Food was
so I was surprised.
Food was good.
The wings were on point. We basically got wings, mozzarella sticks, fries.
Finger food.
Yeah. And then the beer, we have beer, I think what? The pumpkin?
Oktoberfest.
Oktoberfest. So we got our shit. Then it was already now.
It was close to
3:30, and most of the wineries were closing at 5 or 6.
6 o'clock. Warwick was closing at 6.
But the one we were gonna go to that Yanni had mentioned was closing at 5.
Clearview.
So we were like, what to do? And we were like, fuck it, let's try to go back towards Warwick. And
let's run a chance. We just did it by chance.
Yeah, yo. And I remember when we drove back, because it took us a while, I was just praying. I was like, please let this place be open. We fucking by the gods, bro. That shit was open. And so then what happens when that shit was open? You're like, fuck, now I really have to. Because you probably were already like...
in my mind, I was like, it's not going to happen today. It's not going to happen next weekend. It could have happened in my house because everybody was coming over already.
Mm-hmm.
Right. You know what I'm saying? You text me, if worst comes to worst, we could probably go to Waterside for a drink. And you could do it with the view. I was like, I could do that, but almost everybody does that. You know what I'm saying? It's like that. It's not what I was planning to do. You know what I'm saying? When you want something... That's why, me personally, I don't like planning stuff because the plans never come to what you want it to be. That's why I'm gonna go by whatever. I'm a what they call it?
Flow.
Spur of the moment.
Spur of the moment or spontaneous type of guy.
Spontaneous.
Spontaneous.
Let's just go with the flow. But that was planned, and in my mind, it was like every time you plan something, it fucks up.
But you have to for an engagement.
Oh no, of course.
Yeah.
It's something.
Unless you got the ring with you all times. You know?
Oh yeah. And then I was like, you know what? Some of her family's coming. Some of our family's coming. It's perfect. I could do it in the house. That's not romantic. That's not. It's just everybody's there, and everybody that was coming didn't know why they were coming. You know what I'm saying? So everybody had a different idea why they were coming. So they didn't have. So I was like, you know, in my mind, if Warwick doesn't let us in, worst comes to worst, I'm gonna get drunk in the house, and then I'll do it there.
Were you happy the way everything turned out?
I was fucking great. It was.
It's like I told you that when it comes to these things, it never goes the way it goes planned.
It felt a little rushed.
Mine was rushed too.
Because they were saying you got 15 minutes to only be in this area. Because they close at 5. And I'm like, fuck. These girls are taking pictures. I don't know how long that's going to take. What are the words that are going to come out of my mouth?
None.
Thank God I didn't write anything. This and that. I was like, you know what? Lee said, yo, let's go now. I took a shot.
So yeah, I'll backtrack. So we finally get to Warwick. We park. So I don't know. I was holding the ring the whole time. And the bad thing was I was sitting in the middle. I was like, I hope your girl don't feel my jacket. I kept putting it to the left of my side because the box, you could feel it towards my girl.
Yeah.
And I wanted my girl to sit next to your girl.
Yeah.
And then I think at one point when we parked somewhere, they both had to come on my seat. So I had to take my jacket out.
Gotcha.
So I was always carrying my jacket with me. I didn't wear it, but I was just like, I got to make sure she don't feel this shit. We finally get to Warwick, we park, and then we're like, yo, we all need to take a leak. This place was packed. They had live music. Like, we didn't even know where to go, where to do whatever.
The good thing is you could bring your own chairs because you could sit anywhere if the benches are taken. We found the restrooms or the porta potties. And we started asking around. There was a whole section where you could probably buy.
So my plan was when we got to the porta potties to give you the ring, but I went into one porta potty. Albert went to another one. Then when I got out, he was just gone, and I'm like, yo, how am I gonna hand the fucking ring off to this guy? So then I think you went downstairs to kind of see where you were thinking of doing it. You said,
I was scoping the place.
Al tells me, yo, that's the spot right there. And then I was like, we were trying to figure out what to do. I was like, yo, let's go get wine. I'll try to talk to someone and ask them questions on what's the best place so we could get the apples. So then I walked ahead of everyone and I started talking to a guy. So there was like a big ass tent with all the wines. You could buy the wines. And then I'm talking to him and trying to ask. And then everybody comes to me. Albert thinks, Santi, then the girls come, and I'm like, yo, fuck. They're listening to where this guy's telling me where to sit. So then we finally get the wine. What you guys thought of the wines? Like the whiskey. I know you got a whiskey.
Amazing, bro.
The wine was fucking good. And you know I'm not a big wine
and it was cheap. It was pretty good prices for bottles.
I'm not a big wine drinker or connoisseur, whatever you want to call it. You know, I'll drink once in a while, like if I'm having a steak dinner or pasta, if me and my girl go out, if we go out,
yeah,
I will have I'll go to my go-to, like the red Merlot or a white Santa Margarita. You know, it depends.
Fancy.
Yeah. This guy's talking Italian. He's back in Boston.
It all depends. It depends what you're drinking. Like
we had wine in Boston, right?
Stop.
Yeah, for the steak. No, it all depends if you're having chicken or steak.
No, but in the Italian place too.
Oh yeah,
Food
Network.
Yo, I'm telling you, it opens up the seasoning to the food.
Yeah. Yo, Albert's doing gestures.
He's a changed man now. He's engaged.
So
and now he's drinking margarita or Rita.
Oh, he said margarita.
What is it?
Take a shot.
It's like sparkling margarita. I'm not that crazy.
I don't know who that margarita is, but this is a margarita. But while in that tent, me and Santi are like trying to buy bottles, and the girl that's taking care of us,
yeah,
I asked her, look, Santi goes, look, do you know a perfect spot here? Oh no, I asked her, do you know this area? She goes, oh yeah, I've been living here for years. I was like, no, I'm not talking about that. I was like, do you know this in facility where we in. She's like, yeah, I've been working here for 3 weeks now. I was like, okay, so you're a newbie and you know something. I was like, look, I'm planning to propose to my girl. Oh my God! Oh.
Yeah.
Yo, she got so loud.
Yanni blamed it on me.
This Spanish girl got loud. I feel like they're gonna propose to me. Like,
dumb bitch.
I was like, yo, I told her, yo, she's right there. Oh my God, I get so emotional. I was like, do you know of a nice area? Because I told her, they told me on the phone, the apple picking section. Yes, you gotta go there. Because the sunset and all this. But they closed at 5. And it was like 4:35, 4:40.
Yeah.
And I'm like, shit. Oh my God, I'm so emotional. And she kept talking about it. And I'm like, shit. I was going to say,
Thank God she don't pay attention.
Yeah, I thank God. Because we were paying. And she told me, oh my God, over there. And I was like, all right, boom. We buy all the bottles. We bought like 8, 9 bottles.
Yeah, I left.
Wait,
I left with a box.
I thought I was hanging out with Junior because this guy bought like 8 bottles of ciders, bro. I'm like,
Well,
shit.
my girl bought some ciders, and I saw peach cider, and I'm like, I want to try that.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, no lie, the ciders were $6 a bottle.
How much we paid for the, like, it was 4 wines and the whiskey, like,
Yo, like
80 something bucks.
Yeah, yeah.
We were like, God damn, this shit is cheap.
And then she hooked us up. She gave us a fucking glass with ice.
Oh, man, they
So
gave
then,
everything.
I think me and Santi were like, yo, you guys go find us a spot to sit. And me and Santi started walking to the car. We're like, oh, shit, it's going to go down. Yo, you think I was going to do it? He was pissed off before.
You guys are talking
And then Santi, yo, let me get the fucking, what was the name of that?
GoPro.
The GoPro.
that wasn't working since we left.
No, I threw that shit away.
So,
Did you?
I did not.
so then
Bitch.
we go back. Turns out they already, like, we got some chairs. Turns out they already had a
I
table,
found a bench. I was like, perfect.
a perfect table bench, and then we were
Well,
like,
of course, Awilda was complaining.
about the bench.
Yes, because it was on the shade.
Oh yeah,
Because
yeah.
it was chilly. She was like, oh, there's sections by the sun where we could put the chair. And I was like, all right. So when I go to find you guys, I was like, I don't see these motherfuckers. Then I come back, you guys are already in the table. I was like,
Yeah.
how the hell they passed me? And I didn't
That's
see
your
these
nerves,
guys.
bro.
Yeah.
So
I was blind.
we came back,
We
and
saw
then
you walking. We just ignored you.
we came back, and then I saw like where like more or less where the apple trees were. So I was like, let me just go talk to the guy. So I went to talk to the guy and I asked him, listen, my friend is thinking of proposing. Is there a way we could take pictures here? Can we do it here? And he was like, yeah, you could do it. So just you got 15 minutes. I was like, oh shit. It was now 4:45. So then I came back to Al and I was like,
This
yo.
is when you gave me the box.
Well, yeah. I said, yo, you got 15 minutes to do it if you want to do it. And I told the girls, ladies, if you want, go. You can take nice pictures there. You know, they ran, bro. They left.
I'm telling you.
Yo, as soon as we said it, they left. So it's perfect. So I told Al, here's the box. It's up to you. You got 15 minutes.
So
then we
when you gave me
poured
the
shit.
box, right?
Yeah.
I look in the box and the ring had came off. You know how normally the ring
For
sits
real?
in the thing?
Yeah.
So it was loose.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, thank God I checked. And I put it back and I looked at it and I was like, am I really gonna do this right now? I said, fuck it. I closed the box and put it in my pocket. And that's when we took shots of wine.
Yeah.
Like it was shots of Fireball.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck it, let's do it. And we started walking to the fucking apple picking area. And like, oh boy, I'm hyping myself up in my mind. Like, yo, Al, we've had a fucked up day. We're gonna end it good. Let's go. You got your brothers here.
To be honest, I think you needed it to be only 15 minutes.
Mhm.
If you would have drove yourself crazy if you would have had like 2 hours.
time, yeah.
You wouldn't know when to
I
do
didn't
it.
know what's, I didn't know if I should have went up more up the hill on the apple picking section or where we stayed at.
Había mucha gente también. There was
But
a lot of people.
My thing is, I told myself, if there's a lot of people, I don't care. In my mind, it's
Yeah,
just
yeah, I
me,
know, you know,
me
yeah.
and my fiance now, and my family's there. I'm good. But then we saw the girls taking pictures, and Santi comes with his fucking GoPro that wasn't working. And I was like, yo, This fucking GoPro ain't shit. We ain't using this shit ever again. iPhone, I fucks with you. You got